as long as it's for repair. But the most important thing we can do is pass right-to-repair laws and force companies to sell products that are easier to repair without going through the manufacturer. Laws like this are currently working their way through 30 state houses.
The right-to-repair movement is gaining more traction.
This is about competition.
I bought it, but I'm kind of a slave to your operation.
Is it more cost efficient to have it fixed or to have it replaced?
You do a charge port repair for $15.
$15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, the legal battle has been tough. On one side, you have farmers, local repair shops, disability rights advocates, DIY fixers, and zero waste advocates. On the other side, a group of companies worth over $10 trillion. And with all that money and lobbying, the fight has gotten pretty dirty.
Microsoft was going around telling our members in the legislature they weren't going to sell their Surface tablets in Washington any longer if we passed the bill the way it was.
To see that tug-of-war in action, let's see how it's playing out in the auto industry, where the fight over right to repair started nearly 30 years ago.
Why should only some people be able to obtain repair information, while others do not have access to it?
Over the next decade, Congress considered several federal right to repair bills for cars, but automakers lobbied fiercely and none passed.
But we just don't think there's a problem.
Until 2012. Massachusetts passed the nation's first right to repair law for cars.
Very excited, very ecstatic.
Automakers agreed to obey the state law across the country to avoid more costly battles, but their lobbying did get them a loophole. The law didn't require car manufacturers to share any repair data that was transmitted wirelessly, which today is how most new cars do it. And when Massachusetts tried to close the loophole in 2020, car companies spent $25 million trying to defeat the bill. They ran ads like this one, showing a woman being stalked in a parking garage at night. The message? Right to repair laws will give criminals access to your car's data. That's a wild argument to make, so let's take a closer look at it. New cars are like smartphones on wheels. They're collecting really sensitive data about how we look, where we go, and how fast we get there. And car companies use that data to infer even more intimate stuff about us, like our genetic information and sexual activity. That's creepy, wish they wouldn't do that at all, but they're saying that sharing repair data with mechanics would also compromise all this other vehicle data. But the Mozilla Foundation found that car companies are already exposing our information, with data breaches caused by their own mistakes, not because of right to repair. And here's the key part. Having exclusive access to all our vehicle data is really valuable. That's why automakers are fighting right to repair laws this viciously. They want data monopolies. According to a New York Times investigation, car companies take that data on your driving behavior, like how often you're braking too hard or speeding, and they sell it to data brokers, who then sell it to insurance companies, who then use it to jack up your insurance rate. Wanting to maintain a data monopoly may also be why John Deere has spent millions of dollars lobbying against right to repair bills.
This precision ag equipment that you're using is uploading data to the cloud. So are you planting corn? Are you planting soybeans? Are you planting wheat? These equipment manufacturers are harvesting real-time data of the condition of the crop, the quality of the crop, and the yields of those crops.
Real-time aggregate data about which crops are going to hit the market before they do.
They could actually manipulate the market with it. They only have to know the information about what's actually happening with harvest minutes before somebody else knows it.
Across the country, the fight over right to repair wages on. Still, these 8 states have managed to pass a bill. One of those is Massachusetts' updated auto repair law, which passed in 2020 with 75% of voters approving it. But automakers sued to block it, and the legal battle has kept it from being fully enforced. The most comprehensive law is Minnesota's. It grants the right to repair for consumer electronics and home appliances, but it leaves out farm equipment and wheelchairs. Colorado's law does cover farm equipment and wheelchairs, and it, along with Oregon, also makes parts pairing illegal, so manufacturers can't use software to stop you or a local repair shop from installing replacement parts. But a patchwork of state laws isn't enough. We need comprehensive federal right to repair laws, like the Fair Repair Act, which would remove software locks and other repair restrictions from your phone, laptop, and other devices. Lawmakers have